You're listening to the Life Upgrade Lab, home of the Fresh Start Files. I'm Julie Hernandez, pharmacist, life coach, and your partner in real-life growth experiments. Lab coats and gloves optional, glitter goggles encouraged. Let's grab our glitter goggles, friend. We'll open today's file and get started. It's 2:30 a.m. and you're thinking, why can't things ever just stay balanced? What if the problem isn't that you keep losing balance in your life, but that balance was never meant to be permanent? Today, we're opening Fresh Start File number 6. Balance is temporary. Learning to recalibrate without spiraling. Welcome back to the Life Upgrade Lab, home of the Fresh Start Files, where we examine real life and build small upgrades that actually work. I'm Julie Hernandez, pharmacist and life coach, and today we're talking about balance. Glitter goggles on, friend. Let's investigate. Here's your case background, the myth of balance. Here's what balance sounds like in real life. I was finally in a good rhythm. Everything was working, and then one thing happened. Why does one small change throw everything off? We tend to think balance is a destination, something we reach, maintain, and then relax into. But life doesn't work that way, does it? It's more like a scale, constantly shifting as things are added, removed, or changed. People talk about work-life balance, but it's not something that happens. We have to purposely curate that balance, and what we're usually really looking for is the stability that we feel when things are balanced. But things come at us all the time. Learning the delicate balance of figuring out how to feel stable within the ever-changing life that we live in is going to be your work. We're going to learn to create our desired life within the reality of our current life situation. That's the goal. Here's our evidence review from the brain and scripture. From a nervous system perspective, our brains are constantly recalibrating to new inputs. Stress, emotion, responsibility, and change all add weight. And then when we don't know how to manage the mind things, the things in our mind, our thoughts, it makes us even more off balance. When weight shifts, balance shifts. If you've ever been in a partially empty plane, they'll tell people to move around so that the plane's more balanced. That doesn't mean you failed. It means something changed. From Scripture, Ecclesiastes 3, seasons change. And Matthew 6:34. Attend to today's load, not tomorrow's. God never promised a perfectly balanced life. He teaches us how to adjust wisely. Here's your reframe. Balance isn't something we achieve once. It's something we practice repeatedly on purpose. We curate it. We are always mindful that things could upset the apple cart. It's best to go with the flow and figure out how to restore later. As you notice, there's an ebb and flow. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but there's seasons. We have 4 seasons. Most of the country, some countries that might be listening to this don't have 4 seasons. The people who live near the equator, they have a lot of rainy seasons, from what I'm told, and they don't have 4 seasons, and they don't seem to have a summer, spring, winter, and fall. But a lot of people in the Western world will experience the 4 seasons and away from the equator in the Southern Hemisphere as well. Spring, summer, winter, and fall. There's cycles to everything if you think about it. Losing balance doesn't mean we're doing life wrong. It's normal. It means life is moving. We're called to grow and learn the dance of balancing and rebalancing without feeling overwhelmed. This is possible, and it's mostly done in our thoughts. It's our thought work that's really the key in this. The skill is not staying balanced. The skill is recalibrating without spiraling. There's not going to be a how-to conversation in this less than 10-minute podcast. This takes work. It takes tools and skills that you would learn in a coaching container. Lab experiment number 6, recalibration check. This week, when you feel off, ask, what changed? What got heavier? What needs adjusting, not fixing? And then choose one small recalibration. Lighten a commitment, shift expectations, slow the pace temporarily, adjust your calendar, and check your thoughts. What changes can you make so you can learn to expand to a new capacity? Sign up for a consult with me if you want to go deeper with this topic. Small adjustments restore stability. Here's our lab protocol. Rebalancing. Number 1, notice the shift, the slight imbalance without judging yourself. That's important, without judging yourself. Number 2, adjust one variable, one thing. Number 3, Release the expectation of permanence. Balance isn't fragile, it's flexible. Here's your lab report. If balance keeps slipping away, you're not failing. You're living and learning to grow. Life will always add weight to the scale. The wisdom we need is knowing how to respond. If this gave you permission to stop chasing perfect balance, stay with me. We're learning how to live well, even when life shifts. Follow, subscribe, or share so you and your friends don't miss the next Fresh Start file. The lab is open. Thanks for joining me inside the Life Upgrade Lab. Experiments may get messy, but progress is still progress. If today's case file helped you, follow the show, leave a review, or share it with a friend who needs a fresh start. Until next time, keep your glitter goggles close and keep upgrading your life.